Hey, Aries, intuitive soul coach here with your September 2023 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Aries, a lot of messages coming through for you for the month of September. I do sense that a lot of you may be revisiting a situation of the past, and it may be coming full circle. It may be coming up for review. So if you've been wanting a promotion, perhaps you have interviewed for a company in the recent past, it could be something that shows up again in September. I'm also getting decision making. So some of you may have some choices to make in the month of September that can lead to a brighter future. And there you have the chess card. So there's your decision making, money strategy, wise spending. When you play the game of chess, it's not an impulsive game. You think strategically about your next move. So I feel like you are doing that here in the present and leading into the future. And it's going to help you grow your financial structure. It's going to help you feel more stable as well. I feel it's a really good time for you to grow your abundance, your affluence here. So in the recent past position, you do have the cup. This does talk about overflowing prosperity. It talks about a full or empty bank account. Some of you are wanting to nurture, put more of your time and energy into a project, a goal, a dream. Thank you, Spirit. I'm getting a dream. So you may be saving for something that is a dream. Maybe your dream home. It could be your dream vacation. It could be a retirement and what you would like to do. But I also feel it's important for you to take baby steps along the way and celebrate your growth and success now, because something has been a little bit sticky. Even though these are beautiful cards, intuitively, I'm getting that there's been something here that you've been at a crossroads. So it wouldn't surprise me to see maybe even that Two of Swords in your reading, Six of Swords. It could just be a little bit of a mental conflict for you as well, Aries, where you may have been going back and forth, or you felt like you wanted to get out of a situation. That's coming in here for you. Now you're taking care of business here in the recent past, and you're making decisions, and you are raising your vibration to bring in more abundance, to feel more fulfilled on all levels, financially, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. They are giving me here the hummingbird as well. The hummingbird may show up as a sign for you in the coming weeks. That's a sign from Spirit, whether it shows up in front of you, outside, maybe it's on a t-shirt or on your social media platform. Maybe it's the logo, or it could be someone's power animal as well. But to me, that represents higher frequencies. And I feel for you, it'll be a sign from Spirit saying you are moving in the right direction. You are filling your cup here, and you're making the right choice and the right decision that is in your highest good. I'm getting the name here. It could be Brody or Jody. Okay, Brody or Jody, or it could be a name that it sounds like Brody or Jody. Okay, it could be a company name, or the name of someone's location. Okay, or it could be a street as well. It doesn't have to be the name of a person. Now, in the present month of September, this looks really beautiful. Some of you, not all of you, some of you could be deciding to retire. Okay, you could also be deciding to switch around some money, put it towards a different investment. Maybe you're looking into retirement systems, 401k, things of that nature, insurances. You could also be looking at expanding upon a family business, because the tree is a really all-around abundant energy. It reminds me of the Ten of Pentacles. So this can be financial growth, things coming to fruition. You could also receive, they're giving me the end of a fluctuation period. So for example, maybe you've had money in a money market, or a certificate of deposit, something of that nature. It's reaching its maturity. Okay, something is reaching maturity here for you in September. So that could be really exciting. There could be an increase in money. Okay, this is also about promotions, raise, abundance showing up. This can also be about more stability on all levels, whether you've felt a little bit rocky or shaky. Again, I do feel in the past there was something a little bit sticky. Some of you could have been dealing with a will, or you may be contemplating writing a will. I am getting that you're looking into legal documents. Some of you may be looking at legal documents of power of attorney, investments. It can even be inheritance, things of that nature as well. So that's showing up here. You could be dealing with a family structure where you have to go through someone's paperwork as well. Someone may have crossed over, and now you're kind of picking up the pieces from it. Now, in the near future, you do have the chess card. So you are thinking strategically. If there was a win that came in here, or some sort of investment or inheritance, you may be thinking, what do I do with that? How can I grow my abundance? How can I spend wisely? Okay, if there's a raise, promotion, same thing here. So I am getting there's an increase in money. You could even be working with a larger client base, or a new project that's going to really expand. I don't feel like it's necessarily brand new. For some of you it is, but for a lot of you, I keep getting this energy of abundance all around you, in the sense of something's coming to fruition. Okay, so an increase or a finalization or some sort of a completion. I really feel that world energy as well. We may see that. I feel strongly about the world, but also the magician. So those could be two major arcanas that we see. Some of you are in a military family, military background, or you live near a military base, even if you're not in the military. A lot of you, Aries, you're strong leaders. That's in your energy. It's in your DNA. I feel like you are being called to take the lead. So you see this chess piece right here? This is you. So other people may lead by your example. They could be looking up to you for advice. They could be watching you to see what your next move is going to be as well. But I do feel that we may also see the Emperor showing up here. But I feel like you are doing something that is going to be beneficial, but you're also making sure that you're being that powerful influencer or leader that you absolutely are, because you may realize, or you may know, that other people need you or look up to you, or that the moves that you make, they're not just going to be seen by you, they will be seen by many. So of course, that doesn't mean alter your choices and decisions because everyone else is watching you here. But I feel if it's coming from a place of service, and it's coming from a place of wanting to better yourself and wanting to help others as well, I feel like you're in a really strong position here to lead. So let's dive into your reading here and take a look at career, money, wealth, abundance, prosperity for the month of September. So what is the overall energy here for Aries in the month of September? We're going to do a Celtic cross here and see what is showing up for you. There is the 8 of coins showing up. So some of you are gaining expertise. So the main energy for you with this 8 of Pentacles is you mastering, right? Mastering your craft, getting ahead here. So if you feel like you're not in this chess position in the front line or the front piece here, this is something you are moving towards. Okay, so some of you may feel like you are, this chess piece at this time, or, you're standing here waiting for someone to make a move, but I feel like the opportunity is for you to step up and lead. But you may feel like you don't have the experience. You may feel like you don't have enough information, or some of you also may be natural born perfectionist, right? You may feel like you need to have everything in place, or maybe that's something you're working on, is putting those pieces into place before you fully make a decision or launch, or before you get ahead here, which could certainly be the case. But this 8 of coins here is all about you putting in your best effort, loving what it is that you do. And there could be some sort of training here in the present leading into the near future, a training program. You could be gaining a certification. You may be studying. You could be looking into books, colleges, online courses, things of that nature as well, to gain more knowledge, right? Master your craft. This is a very fortuitous sign for those that are in education, those that are in the art field, music, design, any field really, but it helps you feel more inspired, right? It helps you feel good because you're gaining the knowledge. And as they say here, Aries, knowledge is power. And I feel like that is what is going to help you get into this position here. In the very front position here of this chess card is some sort of knowledge. So whether, again, it's you learning this knowledge, whether someone is handing it over to you, okay, that's happening here. Some of you, you can see here that this staff or this magic fire wand, this is being handed over. And I feel someone could be handing you a position. Some of you could be in a job or a career where someone's leaving. They could be retiring. Maybe they're going on maternity leave, or they could just be going to a new company. If this is your own business here, I feel like Spirit is handing you the staff in a sense, saying, okay, Aries, it's your time to step up and lead. You have what it takes. You've been watching me for a while, or you've been learning for a while or growing. It's time for you to step into your power. And even if you don't feel ready, you can still learn as you go. We're always creatures of learning, right? We never stop growing here. So even if you don't feel inadequate or competent, you are, and you'll still learn as you go. So that's the main energy here for you. Let's take a look at the challenge. What's the challenge here for Aries in the month of... We're actually going to just get all the cards here. We're going to do something a little different. We're going to take a look at all the cards and see what beautiful stories are coming in here for you, Aries. I also get someone maybe, they may be transferring titles of a vehicle. So that could mean that some of you may have... Maybe you've bought a new company vehicle, or maybe you yourself have bought a new vehicle, but they're showing me transferring of titles. So maybe there's something with registration or driver's license, or whether it's business or personal life. There could be something with a vehicle coming in. Okay, some of you may need to look into that or just update, because I'm getting here expired or expiration. Something is hit, maybe an expiration date. We're going to look at all the cards except your final outcome. Okay, we're going to flip them all over here except the final outcome. And then that way, if we need to clarify along the way, we can as well. I also sense that there's onboarding happening here. So onboarding is typically when you enter into a new company and you just learn the process, you learn the systems, you learn how things are ran. So to me, that means that someone could be coming on board, whether it's you or someone around you, and it could quite be helpful for those of you that may be needing an extra hand, or maybe you are needing to expand here. Oh, I love it. There's that Two of Swords we mentioned earlier. So, oh, there's your new beginning. Oh my gosh, you can't make this up. This is gorgeous. All right, we're leaving the final outcome. So the challenge here for you is the Page of Cups. Page of Cups here is a new exciting opportunity, but some of you are focusing on making really intelligent moves for the near future. So I feel like it's not as exciting because you don't want to make the wrong move, right? There could have been lost motivation here, or you just weren't quite sure how it was going to turn out, but you have here some sort of growth. You have some sort of stability. And I feel like there's excitement for you. However, it is more mingled in with the routine, the structure. So there could be an energy here of being highly logical, highly analytical this month, which isn't always a bad thing. We need that, that brain, right? We need that brain in order to come up with those brilliant creative ideas as well. But I am sensing that for some of you, there needs to be a balance this month between the right and the left hemispheres of the brain. So when we can use that creative, intuitive side as well, and we can blend it with that analytical side and put heart into it, that's where miracles happen. So blending up the right and left hemispheres of the brain and adding a little bit of heart to it. Now, some of you, it's so fresh, or there's a new beginning here, or you don't quite know enough, and that could be tempering with a little bit of that excitement, because there is an excitement here, but I feel like there's also a sense of not knowing enough but you do. So there's an important message here for you, Aries. If some of you feel like you don't know enough, or the new beginning isn't happening, or you don't feel as excited as maybe you thought you would, give it a little bit of time here, because you have a new beginning showing up. This is what you're wanting to manifest. But sometimes we let that mind talk us out of what it is that we truly seek. Let's clarify here the Page of Cups, because I feel like there's motivation here, but you feel like it's not as intense as you wanted it to be. So for example, let's say you start a new business. Oh, okay. I know what's happening. For some of you, you've hit some sort of a slump in a business, and this can be normal. You get into a new business opportunity, or you get into maybe a new job, and there's a high in the very beginning, and then when that high wears off, right, it feels there can be a little bit of a dip. And so some of you may feel like you're in that dip stage at this time, but don't worry, because I feel like there's going to be an increase here. There's something that you may be choosing to do differently, or see things in a different light, but I am getting that you've been in that dip and you just don't feel as motivated, probably because you expended a lot of your energy at the very beginning of something here, but you're still in the woes of it. For those of you that haven't had this new beginning yet, it's coming in. Just stay patient. Okay, for others of you, there may not be as much heart and soul into this opportunity as you would like to see, but that is a choice, because again, you have the Two of Swords showing up in the near future. So that's a choice you'll have to make for yourself. And to find that motivation to rebuild a sense of momentum here, sometimes that takes a little bit of time. We go through writer's block, or we go through periods where we don't feel as inspired to hone in on our craft, but it's coming back in for you. Remember, that's your main energy for the month of September, is the Eight of Pentacles. We're just going to dive in and take a look at this Page of Cups, because for a lot of you, there could be, again, someone on, maybe it's you on maternity leave, or maybe you're taking care of children. Children could be involved as well, or some of you are dealing with immature people. That's a challenge. Thank you, Spirit. I don't even feel like we need to clarify, but we will. Some of you could be dealing with people that are younger than you, that think that they are a master of their craft, when maybe they've only had a year experience. Now, I'm not saying that they're not good at what they do, but if you've been working the same position for 10 years, I think you have some knowledge under your belt. All right, let's see here. Yeah. Okay, some of you it's legalities, or some of you feel like you're not being treated fairly even though you've been there longer, is what I'm getting here as well. Because justice can also be about, it can be about karma. It can be about equality and fairness and truth. And some of you may also feel like there are other people that are coming in, whether they're younger, prettier, smarter, taller, a different color, a different age, whatever it is. You feel like there's some sort of inequality happening here and you don't love it. Okay, please take that as it resonates. For others of you, you may work in the legal system. You may work, I'm getting here, you could be an attorney, or you could be an assistant in a law firm or a law office. Okay, for others of you, you may work in finances, accounting, or a bank or banking or business of that nature. Okay, something with finance as well, or you're just looking at finances in a new light. So what is in the deep, deep past here? Some sort of misfortune. And this could be that intermingling of that stickiness that I was picking up on. So it could be something that you're built upon as well. Maybe some of you grew up very poor, or you didn't have a lot of money to work with. For others of you, you could have gone through a natural disaster, a foreclosure, a bankruptcy. Maybe you've lost your home. For others of you, you didn't feel stable within your own environment. But I feel here the biggest goal for you with this cup is to recover from that misfortune, right? Whatever has happened here in the past, whether it was a job loss, or whether this could also be your belief system around money, right? Five of Pentacles can be at times even a job loss, an illness, but it can be your mindset. And some of you may have a poverty conscious mindset, because of how you grew up, or because of society, or it could be that you grew up in an area that was maybe based on a lot of poverty, a lot of misfortune, hardships, but I feel like you've done the best that you can to dig yourself out of it. Some of you have actually moved. I'm getting here, some of you have moved to a different country to better your life as well with this Five of Coins. And this is something that you will do. It's part of your destiny. It's part of your soul contract here. It's part of the human experience that you chose to have, is to come from, I'm getting here, from rags to riches, in a sense, Aries. So again, some of you, you've come from a deep place of misfortune, and not that, I mean, some of you could absolutely come into a lot of money, build a lot of money for yourself. So you certainly could be rich, but rich is so much more than just, you know, dollars or currency. Currency shows up in all different forms. So sometimes the richest people that I know, you know, can live on less, right? And I feel like this is about you altering your perception of what currency is for you. And yes, there's been misfortunes, but I feel like it's offered you to be a more kind, compassionate individual. And if you don't feel like you're that person yet, well, get ready, because there could be some shakeups here. Okay, so let's take a look at the recent past. You do have the Page of Wands in reverse. So a little bit of procrastinating when you really wanted to take action. It's like having a brilliant idea. Page of Swords, right? We have a couple of page energies here. So wanting to get these new beginnings going, but then, oh, we're procrastinating, whether it's your own doing or whether it's external forces. It's like wanting that job and putting out a million different applications or your resume at different places, and then it's just a procrastination. Things seem to be taking a little bit of a standstill for you here. You want to take care of business, but it feels like business doesn't want to take care of you, with the Cups card showing up here. So when this Page of Wands shows up, I feel like you are in the planning stages, but it's like you're at the start line and you're ready for the person to say, ready, set, go, but they've been stuck on ready, set forever. For it seems like forever, right? Especially when that impatience starts to show up. This is a time of no more procrastinating. And some of you, this procrastination was just because you were saving money. Maybe you wanted to build a business, build a home, right? It could be building upon your dreams, but you needed to take baby steps to get there. So it may have felt like things were stuck or on hold, but actually you are making progress this whole time. And that's what Spirit wants you to know here. You have been planning. I mean, look at how far he's come. Little architecture there. Our architect is building his plans with his magic wand, and so he's really come far. And they're actually giving me here one of those old, are they called Etch-a-Sketch? Right? It almost looks like one of those old Etch-a-Sketch. And so some of you, what you've decided to do is shake the Etch-a-Sketch and start over. And it may feel sometimes like you've put your hard work into maybe a business or a plan, but sometimes you just need to shake it and start fresh, because there's that fresh new energy. And I am getting here more so, instead of that fresh new start, and the physical, which yes, some of you are manifesting that fresh start, but it's energetically, it's something that's shifting from within, and that's what you are shaking up, is your energy. So you would really benefit from moving the body, okay, getting some exercise, maybe even taking some sort of a Zumba or a faster type of dance class. Now, it's not so much cardio. I feel like it's like a shaking of the body here would do you really good. All right, even if you just, you know, shake things off quickly, and, you know, when the mouth starts to like that, reverberate throughout the whole body, I feel like that'll do you good. So if you just want to do that right now, I feel like it'll make the world a difference. Just shake the body, shake it all up, turn it all about, right, to the hokey pokey. Okay, King of Swords is showing up here in your headspace. Oh yeah, some of you are really thinking strategically. It's not a bad thing, right? King of Swords, he does choose ethics over emotion, but Spirit is saying here that's important, of course, because there's that scale again, and we see in the scale showing up. And some of you just may feel like you are, you can't, you won't, or you haven't put a lot of heart into a situation. because maybe it's not possible for whatever reason, or maybe it's not a situation that's called for a lot of heart, but make sure that you are asking, instead of what does my head want, make sure you're asking, how does this feel? Okay, so again, with the Page of Cups being your challenge, we can strategically think something over and over and over until we're blue in the face, right? We can plan, we can coordinate, we can implement, we can integrate, we can have these ideas, right? But it's important for us to ask, how does that make me feel? Right? Do I feel good about my work? Do I feel good about where I'm at? How's my heart feeling right now? So just be sure that you incorporate that a little bit into your work. And also asking other people how they feel, because sometimes this King of Swords, when he's your boss or when he's your leader, he can come across as a little bit not always in touch with their emotions. So if you are this leader, which I see you are, even if you're not in that leadership position, make sure it feels right. Make sure you're asking other people instead of, hey, what do you think about this, Johnny? Oh, Johnny, how do you feel about this? So try to bring in that balance here in the month of September. King of Swords, he's a reliable leader. He really is. And I feel like you're embracing this archetype. But in order for you to bring more balance in all those areas, body, mind, soul, and so many people just focus on the body or the physical or the pentacle when it should be a blend of all. So if you want to feel extreme fulfillment on all levels, which I see, Aries, you do, right? You do here. You want to feel that fulfillment, then you must balance all of those things together. Because in the near future, you have the Two of Swords, and this is that first energy that came up in the very beginning of your reading, where there could be a decision to make. And for some of you, it could be difficult, right? Do I stay? Do I leave? Do I accept this position, but maybe it makes less, right? Do I continue going to school for that, or do I work from home, right? Do I bring in this business, or do I start fresh? So you're weighing up your options here. A lot of you are list makers. You write things down. You evaluate pros and cons. I get it. I'm the same way. So the Two of Swords here is all about not overthinking, but just making some decisions here and asking yourself at the end of the day, how does this feel? Okay, how does this feel? Some of you don't want to make a decision because you may feel like you don't have enough facts, enough information, enough data to move forward. But the Eight of Pentacles says, yes, you do. You have what it takes. Just listen to the heart to lead you here. Listen to the heart to help you make some of these decisions. You have a beautiful, brilliant brain and mind. You already have what you need to learn and grow there. But open that up a little bit more to reaching the heart level and saying, does this feel good? Does this feel good? So that's going to be the biggest thing for you. Now, how are you doing? How are you feeling? What's on your mind? This is all about you. You're ready. You're ready to climb to the top of this mountain and have a new beginning. Okay, this Fool card is all about a fearless beginning. And I like the word fearless, because it doesn't mean that there is an absence of fear. We need fear, but when we fear less, that is when we tell fear, hey, get in the back seat. You're not driving this car. You're not driving this ship or this boat, right? You can come along for the ride, but you're not going to be the one that is steering. I am. And so I feel it's important for you to say yes to a new beginning, a new offer, something that fills your cup. An energy here that brings in happiness, but make sure that you don't talk yourself out of a situation because you don't feel like you're good enough or you can't do it or whatever reasons we talk ourselves out of things, because you're ready. Look at that. I mean, this guy is standing at the top of the mountain with his regular street clothes, and he's, fists to the sky. So I feel like you will achieve big things here, Aries. You're going to achieve so much more than you even believe, right? When he went out on this hike, because he's in his full street clothes, some jeans and tennis shoes and maybe a zip up hoodie here, he wasn't expecting that he was going to go on this venture and go on this hike of a lifetime, right? He just set out to maybe go enjoy the scenery or to feel a little bit better or to make a little more cash. But what he's not seeing is that he's going to achieve more than he thinks he is. So whatever new beginning you are starting here, even if this is something internal for you, it's going to lead to a physical or outer new beginning in your world, but it's definitely starting here from within. So I'm loving the Fool card showing up for you. What is it leading you towards? I mean, in your environment, you have the 10 of coins in the upright position. This is all about lasting security. And it literally says here, doesn't it say lasting security? I thought it did on one of your cards. But the tree is all about, you know, lasting security. Look at both of those trees are like the same. And as I had mentioned as well, two of the cards that came through intuitively, Two of Swords, and then the tree is like that 10 of Pentacles. And now you're getting it in your environment. So absolutely something coming through, to fruition, something coming full circle in order for you to take the next step, to have that new beginning or that fresh start here. I do feel like you are completing a really beautiful cycle, or you're starting a new cycle. Again, whether you're in the ending, there is a beginning, right? Whether you're still in the ending or whether you've just started the beginning, either or, they're closely related here. And I do feel it's all for this 10 of coins, 10 of pentacles. And so a lot of you, you're really in a great place here to manifest. And that's where I was getting that magician. So I'm so excited to see your outcome here. Now, this 10 of pentacles, it is all about security, wealth, building a legacy. It's all about long-term goals. And you have here the 8 of Pentacles. So you're just 2 away, Aries, 2 away from whatever this is. So this could be 2 years as well. I mean, even though this is showing up in your environment, there could be something that happens sooner rather than later. But for some of you, there's something within the 2-year time frame that's really going to hit a big peak. So if you are feeling that slump in energy at this time, know that by the end of the 2-year cycle here, that something is really going to grow to something quite large, I feel, for you. This is beautiful. Let's just take a look. I want to see a little bit more about this 10 of Pentacles because it's such a beautiful energy here. So even if a negative card shows up, it's something you're working on. Let's see what's happening here. Oh my gosh, the Justice card again. So no such thing as coincidence. You have this as a little bit of that underlying energy. So bringing equality, balance, and fairness back into your life. Some of you, and this is interesting as well because this is Libran energy. And Aries, we just shift into that global energy of Aries and Libra into the north and south nodes. So you're seeing Libra show up. So a lot of your, we'll call them weaknesses, although I don't love the strength and weaknesses saying, we'll say a lot of your weaknesses or pitfalls or downfalls or struggles is something that's coming up for you to take a look at so you can find balance within that. You can use some of those weaknesses as your greatest strengths. The things that you told yourself you couldn't, you're now telling yourself, I can, right? Instead of saying this is impossible, you're telling yourself I'm possible. So I really like this energy here for you. All right. So your hopes and fears, Queen of Wands in the upright. I do like this. You have a lot of positive energy coming in here, hence the hummingbird. You have the Queen of Wands showing up in your hopes and fears and your dreams. This is about you being confident. This is about you having high ambition to chase your dreams instead of letting those planning stages of procrastination keep spinning your wheels, right? This is about you being full swing, full effect, full mode, right? Queen of Wands, she's the most confident, one of the most confident queens that there is. She is strong. She's creative. She inspires others to live their best lives, right? Because she's a magnet for energy. And so I like this showing up here as well because I am getting the magician vibes, but she can also create what it is that she wants. She's very magical. She does have the Midas touch. And the fear here is, what if I just yearn for these things? What if I just think so much about them and dream and my head is in the clouds? Remember, Aries, you're a natural born leader, but sometimes perfectionism can get the best of you. Don't let it, right? Don't let it. Yes, you can have top quality work, right? You can have these skills. You could continue to grow and learn, but make sure you stop, smell the roses, and look back on everything that you've accomplished and everything that you've learned along the way, and be sure to give yourself credit, because this Queen of Wands, she's powerful. She's standing in her power, and she's not going to let anyone take that from her. And this is you here, whether you are male or female, it doesn't matter. But it's about you making sure that those insecurities don't threaten to bring you down. Okay, because it can. We can get insecure, and then we can have the mind start talking us out of things. If we can get too routine, too structured, and we say, I don't have time for that. Some of you may need to actually schedule in inspiration or some magic into your daily routine, whether this is meditation, getting out in nature, or connecting with other like-minded individuals. If you've noticed that your routine, Aries, has become a little bit too structured, it's time to, what did we say earlier? Shake things up. So shake the body, shake your hands, make that noise with your lips. This is a really good time to get that energy flowing. And the final outcome for career, money, abundance, and wealth for Aries, September 2023. Oh my gosh. Aries, check this out. You have the sun in the upright position. This is the most abundant, powerful, beautiful energy that there is. So all of your hard work, Eight of Pentacles is about you putting in hours upon hours of time and energy and effort to bring your dreams to fruition. So keep going. You're closer than you think you are. The Sun card is all about that abundance, right? Happiness, success. It's about you feeling good and recovering financially, physically, from an illness, from a loss, whatever this setback is. So literally from rags to riches, even though I'm not necessarily, this could be a rags card, 5 of coins, whether it's just a mindset, or some of you physically came from rags, or some sort of misfortune here, okay? Poverty conscious mindset, or a place of poverty. You're literally going from rags to riches. So this is powerful here. Very, very powerful. The sun is your ally. The sun is shining here, and it's abundant. So expect to be put at the right place at the right time. Meet new people, there's new offers coming in, and even though something may not have felt as exciting, you're taking off the blindfold here in the near future, and I feel like you're gonna feel your way through. Sometimes that's what we need to do. Sometimes that's why we have that blindfold on us, so we can't see it and then rationalize it. We need to feel it. So remember, that's a big message. Instead of what do you think, what do you feel? Because that's going to help you make some decisions that are going to lead to this abundance, that sunshine. Beautiful read here, Aries. I'm loving this for you. Let's take a look at the wisdom of the oracle and see what messages are coming in for you regarding prosperity. What do we have, please, for Aries? All right. Some of you, they're giving me new work space, such as maybe even a new work chair, or it could be a new keyboard. Someone may need to update their equipment or something they sit in as well. Okay, some of you may need to get a new chair to sit in, whether this is for your business or for your company. Some chairs may need to be replaced. Don't just look at what looks pretty, but get something ergonomic and something quite comfortable, especially for those of you that do sit in a space for quite some time. So don't be afraid to spend a little money on comfort is what I'm hearing here. Same goes for keyboard. Yes, we can buy the cheapest keyboard, but there's also specific ones that can help you with your wrist. Same goes for a mouse. So if you're looking at new equipment in whatever shape, size, form, whatever that may be for you, don't go cheap is what I'm hearing here, if you don't have to anyway. All right. Oh, wow. Take a look at that. You have the to be fair card, and we've seen the justice card show up twice in your reading as well. It's card 38, Aries. Some of you may be 38 years old, or you are seeing 11s, okay? 8 and 3. You may be seeing 1111, 111, all about new beginnings, destiny, and life path. So yeah, something may not have felt like it was 100% fair in the past. Now you're going to see why, because everything is working out in your favor here. This is all about balance, justice, a need to consider options, which you are with that Two of Swords. This is about mutual benefit and the law of cause and effect. All right, and the prosperity message for you, Aries, is this. Now is a time for even exchanges. Justice will prevail, and you will be treated accordingly. In all your affairs, you will be able to negotiate fair settlements. Mutual gain is the gift to you and your partners and colleagues. This is also a good time to square your finances and take stock of how you are compensated for your work. This card signifies balance, justice, and negotiations. So remember that all things must be fairly recompensed. Keep this as your truth, and so it will be. Yes, it will. And you certainly see that not only are you going to get fair treatment here, you're going to be recompensed handsomely or generously as well. So I'm absolutely loving this confirmation showing up here twice for you. And you have the scales on all of these cards. I really like on a lot of the cards that we did see here with the scales, they were all balanced. They were all equal. So negotiations, a really great month for that. Fair settlement, some sort of compromise. Don't settle. Okay, so same goes if a boss says, well, order 10 keyboards for the office, but only spend this amount. Maybe go back to the boss and say, well, these are really great and they're going to last longer and they even come with this warranty. Can we spend a little bit more? You're going to see that something is going to pay off. If you're willing to negotiate, there will be compromise. Same goes for pay. If you're getting a promotion and someone may say, well, hey, we'd really love to bump you up to 40 an hour. You may say, well, I deserve 45. This is what I brought in. Show the numbers is what I'm getting here as well. Show the numbers because people are tactile. They like to see things in front of them as well. So show the numbers. If you've saved the company, $1 million, right? That's just a number throwing out there, but let them know. Show the numbers, show them on a spreadsheet or a graph or whatever it is here. Let them know why they should say yes or why it's best to compromise or to negotiate. So you may want to do something like that here for you as well. All right, now at this time, we're going to get a few messages from your spirit animals. And Aries, at this time, I just ask if you can, please close your eyes. Take a deep, deep breath from that solar plexus chakra, the belly area. And I want you to focus on that third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows. And with your eyes closed, I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Your animal could be wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. It could be your pet at home or one that's crossed over the rainbow bridge. There is no right or wrong answer, Aries. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, All you need to do is drop your power animals in the comment section box below, and I personally will enter you into that free reading giveaway where I draw one lucky winner around the first of each month. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss when that comes out. All right, your animals. This is beautiful. You have here card 65, 15, 20, and 60. Now those could be important numbers, maybe ages. It could be the dates of a birthday. It could be numbers you're seeing often. So we have here the whale. Trust the great mystery, card 65, because life is a mystery. And when we learn to trust, when we learn to go within as well and know that everything is working in according to our divine plan and what we've come here to learn here on earth, things go a lot smoother. Even the challenges seem to go a little smoother. So trust in the great mystery here. There's also important communication. Whales can, have those sound frequencies that travel from afar. So some of you could even be reaching people from afar by something that you've said or done today could leave an impression or a long-lasting impact on someone who's heard your message. It could bring them to, it could be, what I'm getting here is, for example, let's say you've talked to a stranger in the grocery store and you've given them a piece of advice. It may stick with them for a lifetime. If this is in your career, some of you are influencers, creators, maybe you're writing a book, perhaps you've said something or you've made a strong impact. It's going to be a ripple effect for you, Aries, and it's going to last for, I feel, even generations to come. Okay, so really powerful here. You have cow spirit, and it says the miracles are endless. Beautiful. Cows are so bountiful. And look at that. There's sunflowers that are literally on the bottom here of the cow. So you have the sun here, miracle upon miracle, which is absolutely fantastic. You have dolphin spirit. This is true and that's true. Whatever your truth is, Aries, whatever story you tell yourself, that's what's true for you. I mean, you have your truth and you have, the collective truth or the universal truth. I do feel here that this is about a fresh start. Okay, so make sure that your truth is fairness to all. Remember, just like the to be fair card. So there's a lot of truth here in your reading. There's a lot of alignment. And then card 20 is also the justice. So this is about your purpose, your calling. It's about a major awakening here for you. And lastly, you have swan spirit. Time for a deep dive. So get ready here because I feel like you're going to go within your emotions and you're going to have some sort of sweet results. There are sweet results waiting here for you with that sun. Powerful energy here. All right, last but not least, let's see which crystal, gemstone, fossil, or mineral you can use in the month of September to help you on your most prosperous path. What gemstone is coming up for you, Aries? Carnelian, one of my personal favorites. For those of you that are not familiar with carnelian, this is carnelian here. It is this beautiful orangish amber type color here, and it correlates with the sacral chakra, which is your center of pleasure and sensuality. Let's take a look and see what the message is for you. Some of you may even be born on the 14th. This is all about increased confidence. It is about dignity and poise. It's all about self-assurance. And the message for you, Aries, is this. When carnelian spirit appears, it is not a time for second guessing yourself. Did you forget how much power you have to co-create the reality you wish to experience? You are called today to be confident in your strengths. Just like that Queen of Swords, she's confident. Remember, that's your strength. You are called today to be confident in your strengths, to feel self-assured as you deal with unexpected challenges, or boldly move forward into uncharted territory to explore its possibilities for you. Feel the strength of the conscious universe propelling you forward. Walk with dignity and grace, for you are truly capable of co-creating all that you need, Aries, and more. So for those of you that feel sometimes caught up in those weaknesses, which we talked about, right? The weaknesses can be insecurities or second guessing yourself, not feeling good enough, not having all the information, or perfectionism, any of those things. Carnelian can help you stand high, right? It can help you hold your head up high. This is such a high vibrant energy, and one, like I said, one of my top 3 favorite crystals here. Carnelian can really help you feel good about your place in the world, but most importantly, feel your inner confidence, and it can help you grow and glow, right? Major glow up for a lot of you. This sunshine showing up here, or this sun energy, for those of you that are looking to be in the spotlight or looking maybe even for fortune, for fame, get ready, because I feel like it's coming in here, and it is hot, hot, hot in all of the good ways. So that is what I have for you, Aries. I hope it resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channel messages out there and helps the channel grow. Thank you so much for spending your precious time and energy here. Again, if you are vibing with the energy of the channel and you haven't already hit that subscribe button, please do so. And again, feel free to drop your power animals in the comment section box below to be entered into the free reading giveaway. Lots of love to you, Aries.